Hello, Logie back again with another episode. Unfortunately, my headset decided it didn't like me, so I can no longer hear a thing in this game for now. I will work on getting that fixed as soon as possible, but, you know, takes a bit of money, or time to get some money, and I am broke. So, we hollowed out a little room for our ritual, whatever that may be. Got a few things ready. Ooh, looks like we have a new thing. Ordo! And we're just constantly working on a Thaumanomicon. For instance, under Thaumaturgy, I believe? No, under Artifice. We unlocked the bow, arrows, and all of these tools for creation. Let's start with the primal arrows. These arrows are each infused with a specific type of primal energy, giving them interesting and destructive properties. So I can make arrows from any effect, any element, and it changes what it does and has an extra effect. Sorry, I burped there. Primal arrows cannot be picked up from the ground, and the Infinity enchantment only has a 1 in 3 chance of preventing it from being consumed. Yeah. The Bone Bow. I have made a bow out of bones and filled it with entropic energy. So it fires much faster, the arrows fly faster, and hit harder. So it's basically just better in every way. And all I need for is 1 entropy shard. Yeah, I have that. So whenever we get ready for fighting, boom, right there. Now we go to the Pickaxe of the Core. By infusing a thaumium pickaxe, we're going to make thaumium today, by the way, with fire shards, we made a pickaxe that glows with the heat of the forge. Now, this is not auto-smelting from vanilla Minecraft. What this does is when I mine ore, there's a chance it will mine a cluster instead of the ore. Clusters are easier to process and produces double the amount of metal when smelted through any means. This pick can also be used to sound out any surface to find out what ores, lava, or water is nearby through that surface. Of course, if I hold shift and use it, all the special properties will be suspended and it'll be a normal pickaxe. It's amazing. Axe of the Stream. Combine water with the thaumium axe. I have created a tool that embodies the aspects of motion and flow. It functions like a normal axe on all materials except natural logs and trees. When used on them, the axe seeks to furthest block of the same type. The axe seeks to find the furthest block of the same type that's still connected to the block and harvest that one instead. So what it does is, say I find a super oak tree, one of those huge ones with the blocks everywhere. I just constantly mine the base, and it takes all the pieces out of the tree slowly until it's just that base one. In effect, you'll chop trees from the top down, even if you hit the bottommost block. Any wood chopped in this fashion will automatically float towards you, but I have magnet mode, so If you press and hold right click, it'll draw all nearby items towards you, not just wood. So the axe has magnet on it. If shift is held, it's a normal axe. The Sword of the Zephyr. You have merged the elemental fury of air shards with a thaumium sword. When used to strike a foe, the blade will sweep in a wide arc, hitting everything near your main target. While blocking, it'll conjure a sphere of wind around you, pushing enemies and loose objects away, and deflecting incoming projectiles. And, while blocking, it will slowly lift you into the air. This sword is amazing sounding. Shovel of the Earth Mover. Combining earth shards with a thaumium shovel, you have created a peerless digging implement. When used to dig earth, sand, and similar materials, it'll dig a 3x3 area. If you right-click, it will attempt to place a 3x3 section of the same material in the world, as long as you have it in your inventory. The orientation of both the digging and construction depends on the face you dug or clicked, so it's great for building and for destroying. If Shift is pressed, you can see where the blocks will be placed, and you can change the orientation of how they're placed by pressing G on the keyboard. Blocks can be placed either parallel to the block face selected, or extending out of the face vertically or horizontally. If Shift is held, all the special properties are suspended. The Hoe of Growth. By merging the magical energy from Order and Entropy shards within a Thaumium Hoe, you created a farming implement with few equals. It tills a 3x3 area instead of a single block. When used on crops, not to crops, little typo there again. When used on crops or other plants, it will act as bone meal to promote the growth, though at a higher cost to its durability. It might even be able to grow plants that normal bone meal can't. If Shift is held while using this tool, all the special properties are suspended, and it's a normal hoe again. Whoa. And I have delved a little bit into Forbidden Knowledge, not too much, and it had an effect on me. It told me in chat last episode, sadly it is not still there because that was yesterday, but it told me in chat, a voice whispers secret knowledge to you. You know what that did? It gave me one aspect. Yeah, it gave me 1 point in one of these bloody things. That's it. Ah, well, whatever. I'm still out of motion, so... Alright. So, to actually start off what we're doing today, we need to start with the warded jar, because we're trying to make our calculative cube of magic, whatever that is. I made a 11 by 11 room, 4 blocks high, because I think that'll be enough, but I'm not sure. Now, we need to make these warded jars. Warded jar. Oh, come on, I'm still in this mode. You see, this is why it's really tough having another world. It changes all of your settings. God. Alright, so the warded jar. We need any kind of slab and a bunch of panes. That's why you see slabs and panes in this chest, which are out of place. So, we will get right to work on that. Put our panes up. Can we do this in a normal? Yeah, we can do any work table. Good. Shaped at work table. Boop. And this should be enough. No. Shaped alchemy work table, maybe? Arcane work table? I really don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm just trying to make it work. Yeah. I need water. So I can make these for 1 water, 90.95 water a piece, because I get a discount because of my outfit. Because I'm fabulous. Alright, I need 15 jars and I just made 8. Okay, looks like we're going to make some more slabs today. Wow, we need a lot of those jars. Wait. I think I've seen what this thing we're creating is before. I remember vaguely in a Skyblock series I did with a friend of mine, he had this giant machine he said was from this mod. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be completely BA when we're done. Oh no, I don't want to use the special... I don't want to use the special logs. Let's just grab some spruce from outside, because this barrel still has some in it. Oh, I grabbed all of it. Oops! Alright. And I'm hoping that's enough. 9 more things of 6. If that's not enough, God help us all. Alright, and back down to our workstation. Ooh, I need to eat. And I am kind of glad I graduated from carrots to bread. I am not a vegetable fan myself, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta eat what you gotta eat. A man's gotta eat. I have never understood that. A lot of guys will say stuff like, a man's gotta eat, and then just excuse horrid manners and behavior, or completely skew priorities because he's gotta eat. What? Ah, well. If there's nothing you can do about it, there's nothing to be done. I made 32 jars. That better be enough. Good. Craft the runic matrix. Oh, it's this thing. So it looks like it wasn't something that can stand on its own. Darn. Well, that explains that. Claim the reward of either zombie heads, skeleton skulls, or a reward bag. I am assuming we use these for aspects. For gaining aspects, which I can do at any time, so I'll just grab the reward bag, because why not? I hope I didn't make... Oh, I have 2 reward bags. I hope I didn't make a big mistake. Blood shard. That is from blood magic, so... I cannot break this down, so I'll just put it in the chest later. Alright. Now. Braving the elements. Hey, these things! You can finally start making some more useful stuff. Do yourself a favor and make these tools. Let's. We need specific items. They do not have to be handed in. Having them in one's inventory is enough. But you didn't tell me what to do with this stuff. Oi! Do I have 11 of anything? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. And then arcane pedestals and all this stuff. What do I do with all this? How does this all work? Oh my god, this thing is so vague. Worded Arcana, Arcane Levitator, Bellows. No. Mystical Infusion. How does this work? There we go, I found it. So yeah, it looks like it is 3 high like I thought. From nearby sources, crafting will... Oh, here we go. So this is what we are looking for. Infusion. Arcane crafting and alchemy can go only so far. Something better is needed to create truly powerful mystical objects. Infusion crafting is the process of infusing a single object with magical energy and the properties of other objects. You could, for example, infuse a stone with air, viz, and a feather, and it would result in a very light stone. Lord knows why I'd ever need that. As is usual with thaumaturgy, things are not quite that simple. To even get started with infusion crafting, there are several things you need. A runic matrix, arcane pedestals, and a ready supply of magic in the form of essentia. Once you have placed your runic matrix once you have it properly placed into a structure commonly known as an infusion altar, you can begin to craft. The central pedestal located under the matrix is where the item you wish to infuse will go. You will also need several more pedestals placed around the altar, where you can place the blocks and items you wish to infuse into the target object. Lastly, you will need warded jars or similar essentia containers holding the requisite amount of viz. Once all of this is gathered, you can click on it with a wand to start the crafting process. During the first stage, essentia will be drained from nearby sources. Crafting will stall if there is insufficient essentia available. All these typos, Jesus. Something that you do not want as well will be explained, or something that you do not want as will be explained on following pages. Oh, okay. Crafting will stall if there is insufficient essentia available, which is something that you don't want, as it will be explained on following pages. Once all the required essentia has been infused into the object, the other objects will have their essential essence drained. Only when this is done will the crafting process complete. Infusion crafting is not without risks. The entire process involves forcing vast energies into a single object. Unpredictable things tend to happen. Usually one of the objects gets knocked off the pedestal or flux gets generated. But more catastrophic events are not unheard of. The longer crafting continues due to unresolved problems like lack of V's or dropped items, the greater the chance of something bad happening. These effects can be reduced by various means. First, keep the entire structure as symmetrical as possible. Okay, take careful note of where you place pedestals and make sure they are balanced with other pedestals on the opposite side of the altar. When placing fusion items into them, you may wish to keep them balanced as well. Lastly, you can place occult paraphernalia around the altar in symmetrical formations like candles, skulls, crystals. Oh, so you put skulls around it and it makes it better. Whatever. These will have the effect of reducing instability. So I need to make candles, skulls, and crystals and crap and put them around the altar, not in the altar. Well, I can do that later. So it looks like the altar is A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these, and then those. Is that just the core, or... Well, we'll make this first. In the 3x3 in the very center of this room, we will make this core structure. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. Good, I'm standing right in the center. So right here where we stand, we want to put down an arcane pedestal. I forgot to take them with me. No one said I was smart, people. Leave me alone! Pedestal. And you guys. Alright. So, we established it was right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And boom. We can begin. Around this, we need the arcane stone bricks with arcane stone blocks and a runic matrix. Okay, I get how to do this. So we need the bricks first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the blocks. 2, 3, 4. And up here, we need our matrix with nothing in between it and the rest. Not touching the rest, so to speak. No, I don't want you on there. I want you there. Good. Now we delete this, and we have our altar. This is kind of pathetic looking compared to what the finished thing will actually look like. But this is exactly what it said to do, so... We have our mystical construct center. Interesting. And we need to place you on a bed of stones. Because this is not what we're looking to build. At all. This is the basic idea for the core of it from the looks. Because we have our arcane pedestal, our runic matrix. Yes, and yes. Our blocks on bricks. Which is blocks on bricks. Yeah. And we need to infuse it with 25 of every element in order to make it finished and whole. Let us see what our gold wand has. We might need to go out and get some more. Yeah, we need more water. Because you can see these bright numbers, the red, green, yellow. Those are what Viz is in the wand. We have 19 water and we need a lot more because we just made these jars. So all I'm going to do is pop out to one of my nodes real quick. Let's go to the river node because that should have some water left over in it. Yeah, it's got 55 water left. I'd say it has some left. There we go. Our wand is now full of water. And now we just head home and create our central altar. And we have to be very careful not to start any crafting processes, because if we do and it's not created, it'll just be a complete and utter nightmare. Not what I wanted. Get off the pedestal. There we go. We have this core of our structure. 4 infusion pillars with 1 pedestal and a working runic matrix. Now, according to our Thaumonomicon, we have one picture of what the finished thing will look like. We need 1, 2, 3 spaces out. And we need 4 more of those bricks. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks. Yeah, today's a build day. You guys get to see me create this huge altar. I'm sorry if I'm a little out of it. I have been incredibly tired lately. Hell, I didn't get to sleep until like, what, 5 a.m.? And then I woke up at 1, still exhausted. That's a lot more sleep than I usually get. It's insane. Let's see, from the center, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? It looks right. 1, 2, 3, not 5. Dang it! Okay. So we only need 3 out from the center. Not sure why it told me to get an 11 by 11 room then, but whatever. 2 and 3. Probably so I had space to walk around it and infuse stuff. That makes more sense to me than anything else. 1, 2, 3. I made one too many this way, but I can fix that with cobblestone. Just like I can fix this with cobblestone. Grr. Alright. Let's dig out this dirt, grab that ore, and place down the new bed that this whole thing's gonna sit on. Because right now, it's just floating there. Floating. Soaring. Flying. You heard nothing. Ooh. 3. What? 1, 2, 3. I made it 1 too short. How could I mess up that math? It's counting to 3. That's literally all there was to it. Oh man, I fail as a math major. Alright. We are building our arcane whatevers. Arcane infuser. So 1, 1, and 1. Got it. And now I put down the only ones of these. That'll be in this whole area. Keep everything perfectly symmetrical, because I don't want a huge output of flux destroying my base and making generally bad stuff happen. Alright, good. Now, we probably gonna need more bricks, because we need to finish... Yeah, we need to finish making that symmetrical and everything's. So, we need to make more brick. Because I don't have any more here. And as you might have seen in that chest, I do have some spare thaumium. I have 1 thaumium ingot now. So yeah, that's a thing. Whoa. To make these arcane bricks, we need solid stone. So I'll take the last of that out and put back in the spruce wood. Because screw you, spruce. Haha. And as you can see, we made a new tree, and the node is a lot higher up in this tree than it was in the last one. Like, a lot higher up. Ah well, that's perfectly fine. We can deal with whatever comes up. I can deal! Now, the recipe for making more of these bricks, you put a bunch of stone, 8 stone, around 1 shard, and you get 9 arcane stone blocks. So I have 2 sets of 9, so 18 stone blocks, and I'll have 2 stone left over. And all I need is whichever shard I have the most of, which seems to be earth. And I got these from killing things. I still don't know what they do. I had that Silverwood in there, so I could make a wand out of it, but it doesn't look like we'll be doing that right away, so... Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't want the water jars there any longer, because it makes everything go dark. It's dark in here. And my arcane stone blocks use less than 1 of each of those. Boom. Everything's down just below 20, just above 25, except those 2 are just below it. Yeah. Alright. And now we can finish up our altar matrix thingy. Our infuser. Let's just call it the infuser. And boom, we had the perfect amount. We now have a basic infuser. I will extend it out over time, probably just between these 2 episodes, this one and the next, but yeah, we can now infuse stuff with elemental energies and upgrade tools and all that jazz. We should probably put down some altars, just for symmetry. And so we can have a base for all the infusions we're planning to do. Because we're planning so many. We will do some infusions, but not this episode. I don't have the resources or the knowledge to do so. Oh, and I made Nitor and Alumentum. This stuff in the corner is Nitor. It was really quite simple, but you know what they say. I don't know. You're supposed to know. Tell me. Oh, we can just place those down there. Well, right now we'll put them on the pedestals because they're not doing anything anyway, and they're not filled. But it makes it look prettier and cooler. Look at that. One in the middle and one everywhere inside. Yeah, we got a bunch of jars. Woo. Jar infuser. Haha, kill me. Alright, so we put all this up, put this away, and blah 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 blah. So now we get to make some more thaumium ingots. Woo! So what we need to do is get 4 magic in the crucible and throw in an iron. So we have to find stuff with the magical element to it, throw it in the crucible as raw materials, and then put in an iron. So what do we have that has magical? Magica. Looks like nothing from the blood. Anything magical? Wanna be my friend? Magic? Don't mind getting consumed? Oh, ender pearls have 2 magic pieces, but that'd be a huge waste to use them because we lose all the other elements. And likely as not cause a bunch of flux to appear in the world. Which is never a good thing. Why do I have dirt in here? Bad dirt. Can't use this stuff. Plants. Please tell me I have some magical plants somewhere, because these are really easy to replace. Yes! Great wood and silverwood apparently are magical. So, great wood. You have 1 magic, 3 wood. Silverwood. You have 1 magic, 3 wood, and 1 order. So we are going to be using great wood for this. Woo. There, we grabbed all the great wood. And we'll be using 4... Wait, can I break these down? And what is the element on these planks? I haven't scanned the planks? Oh my. Just 1 wood from the planks. Okay. These can become sticks because they're useless as wood. So we need to put in the logs because they have 1 magical aspect in them. 4 logs for 1 ingot. Lovely. I need to fill it up. Luckily, I have a bottle here for that. You do not need to use a bucket to fill up this crucible. You just take a bottle. Boom. Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It now has 2 magic because the other 2 got sucked back into me, and 4 magic. And now before that magic fades, we need to put 1 iron ingot in there. There we go. Not sure what we can do with that wood, so we'll just suck it on out. Oh god. Oh god. Flux. Flux everywhere. We gotta destroy this flux. It can really mess with our world. Like, so bad. Flux is a big thing in the tainted biome. Like, really big. It's one of the biggest spreaders of it as well. Nothing got tainted? Good. I would have flipped my shit if something got tainted that easily and that quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta wait till it's ready. Come on. Bubbles! There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go. I feel like a cheerleader! Woo! And now we have 5 more thaumium ingots. And I'm just going to let this get rid of the wood aspect on its own, slowly degrade down. Hopefully it doesn't generate any flux. If it does, I'll have to get rid of it all at once. But we now have 6 thaumium ingots. So what we can do with this is start crafting some... No, you're not what I wanted. Get out of my life. Leave me alone! Let's start crafting some thaumium tools. Tools. God, you're such a tool. Metal purification, transmutation, purification. No, we're looking for the tool. So we need artifice. Likely as not. And so, any tools here? Well, there are these tools, but how do you make a thaumium pickaxe? Just standard 6 and ingots. So, the 2 of those we'll need first, because we might as well make those, are the axe and the pickaxe. So, we're making an axe and a pickaxe out of thaumium. Woo! We can do this in a vanilla table, I'm pretty sure. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we can make it in vanilla. Sweet. And now we have a thaumium axe and pickaxe. Ready for infusing in this big old thing whenever I figure that out and get it set up between episodes. Probably expand it as well. That'll be fun. And now we can work on the next thing on the agenda. Because we can't get elemental tools, we need to make a Silverwood rod. Oh, come on! Really? Really? Well, it's really getting more aspects added to it, which is surprising to me. But, boop, boop, no more flux. And look at all that. Look at all that. So many aspects. I wish I could draw it out, but all this does is bring it out into the air. Nope, I don't want you floating flux. Crap, a dirt just went in there. Son of a biscuit. This is gonna be interesting. Let's look up, see if we can find any way of clearing out this crucible that doesn't result in, well, bad crap. But it is not a good idea to leave it in for too long. Blah blah blah. It's constantly degrading. Beyond this waste of resources, it can cause strange side effects. Click it with a wand, all the essentia is dumped into the atmosphere. Not something you want to do. Looks like that's my only choice though, otherwise this stuff's just gonna degrade in there forever. And cause that to constantly come out. See? See? It's constantly making more and more essentia. Alright, we gotta empty this. We gotta empty this out. God, I'm gonna have to do this every time. Because if we leave this liquid, it can cause imbalances everywhere. Cause all sorts of weird crap to happen, like new mobs to spawn, mobs to get upgraded or warped in some way. It's a bad deal. It's a bad time. Alright, so what we need now is our Silverwood. And how do we make Silverwood rods? Silverwood wand core. Surround a Silverwood log with one of each shard in the arcane infuser. Son of a biscuit! I don't know how that thing works yet. That's why I built the runic matrix. But I don't know how this thing works yet. I can't fill it up yet. Grr. Alright. So, we need 9 of every element, or 1 shard of each, in this machine. But it will give me a wand with double the capacity of this one. That's nice. So we'll take these back, all of them. And we will try and fill this out a little bit. We'll try and get the general idea of where all these things go. Because I believe they just go on the floor to hold all the essentia. But I am not sure. Do not quote me on this crap. Alright, so. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots. That won't quite work. 4, and then 7. Yeah, we'll just do 8 slots. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nope. 6, because it has to be symmetrical, otherwise it causes imbalance. 7, 8. There. And I can just fill these up with whatever essentia I need, and it should draw them out. And then I should be able to put the shards on these pedestals themselves for the actual infusion rites. But I still don't know how that all works, and I don't know how to fill up these jars yet. So we will handle that in the next episode. In between episodes, I'll do a bit more research, a bit of cleaning up, all that fun stuff that no one likes. And let's make sure this is empty. Good. 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 And wait, do I have a research piece? I do, the Lamp of Fertility, which is great for gardening, which I don't really do, but shh, you didn't hear that from me. Do I have anything to smelt? No, I do not, because it gave me straight amber, no ore. How dare it. Alright, well, I think that about wraps things up here. This is Loki in the weird outfit. And next episode, we will have our arcane infuser up and running, ready to go. And hopefully I won't be dying of sleep deprivation. Oh, right. Well, this has been an episode. Not sure if a good one or not. Y'all have a good day. And I'll see you next episode. Goodbye.